Alrighty, folks. So, welcome back to another session of our Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk. I am your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, and we are joined by our wonderful players today. We are down one of our players, but the story goes on as Isabel will be preoccupied or what have you. But if you guys want to say hey or something, now is your one and only chance throughout the entire session.
Hey.
Healthy sweet.
And on that note, we are going to start the session off the same way we start every session, with a little bit of a recap. And this one is a little bit more of a recap to kind of, well, set the tone for this next chapter. As the group's been through a lot.
It's kind of a summary of a book, and we're entering book 2.
Essentially, yeah. It is, and you know, it doesn't seem like it, but through 26 sessions, you guys have traveled, you have been together for a couple of weeks, like your characters, even though for us it's been 26 weeks, which is almost half of a year. But let's get into it. So, after all of the happenings around Phandalin, what started as taking supplies from Neverwinter just down the road quickly turned into a thing to rescue your employer, Gundren Rockseeker, from a group of goblins calling themselves the Cragmaw, freeing his friend and bodyguard, Sildar Hallwinter, from the clutches of these goblins. You finished your journey to Phandalin, only to find a local group of thugs and ruffians scaring the townsfolk, rooting out this band out of an abandoned manor and overlooking the town. You discovered they actually had some sort of connection to these Cragmaw. A wizard friend of Sildar was actually leading them, Yarno Albrecht. The wizard did escape your grasp for now, but you had a lead on someone who might know the woods better. Alva's mentor, Radoth, who is said to be in the ruins of Thunder Tree to the north. Hoping to find Cal's cousin Gundren, headed to Thunder Tree, which was covered in plants that attacked and undead throughout. Also, a dragon kept roost there, in a tower. And finding Radoth, she said she would happily help you anywhere in the woods, if you would help her with the dragon. Learning of a sword that was meant to slay dragons, headed over the hills to the south to collect it. It was there that Fang met a short-lived fate of death from spirits that lurked among the barrow. Burying him there, he rose from the grave to assist you in your retrieval of the sword. However, he wasn't the same Tabaxi that you watched die. Taking the sword to Thunder Tree, you assaulted the dragon in a terrifying battle and actually managed to send it running away, or flying rather. Radoth, of course, thanked you and then showed you to the goblin castle of the Cragmaw. Sneaking into the space, you killed many of the goblins and eventually found their queen Bugbear, who was holding Gundren captive. An unfortunate turn of events. Gundren died in the crossfire. But you did learn that someone called the Spider was after the dwarf, his cousins, you guys, and especially a mine that the trio of dwarves had uncovered. Making a deal with the remaining hobgoblins within the keep, you took your leave. Actually met with the escaped leader of the Red Brands and a curious drow you had seen in the castle there. Battle broke out in the woods and you captured the wizard in hopes of bringing him to justice. Killed the drow who was actually a doppelganger, taking the stolen map to the mines with you. Heading to this Wave Echo cave, after a quick stop at Phandalin, you quickly learned that another of Callan's cousins was dead, Tharden at the base of the mine. Traversing through this place of secrets, you encountered undead, ooze, odd fungi, a certain flaming skull, and even animal life. Coming face to face with this drow eventually, his retinue of spiders and bugbears was cause for retreat, at least the first time. You escaped and got some rest in this cave, and well, as you got an item to help as well. Heading back to the place where you encountered this spider, you found Nundro, the third cousin to Callan, alive. Said that this spider was after a fabled spell forge. You actually found the forge first, dealing with a beholderkin who was guarding it and collected some magical items and imbuing some of your items with magic for the time being. But as you were leaving the site, you got somewhat thanked by the spider, who revealed himself and promptly attacked in this space with his retinue. A trying battle for sure, but you eventually almost slew the black spider as he transformed and combined himself into a half-drow, half-spider of monstrous proportions. Battle against this monstrosity was even harder than against him and his retinue, but you did slay him. Now the mind free of interlopers and most of its dangers. That's where we're going to pick up. You guys are still in the mines. You had just defeated this drow abomination. Nundro still behind you, kind of like looking at awe of what just happened. The body of this creature still there. Bugbears about the space. One large spider as well. Nundro just kind of... Well, that was fucking, something else. But I think you killed him dead. Shouldn't have much to worry about now. Fucking A.
Alvin is wrapping up her thorn whip, and she just goes, "Man, that thing was annoying."
Well, you have my word. As soon as we get back to, Phandelver, I'll happily, pay you for this endeavor and give you a share of the mine. Once it gets
Really?
up and running, of course. I'm a dwarf of my word. You've done me a great service, and even though my brothers are lost, maybe wherever Cal is, he'll help me in this endeavor. It takes a certain dwarven mind to, run a mine.
How much do you think that interest is going to be once you get it up and running?
Well, I don't know. Probably a small fortune.
Like 2 gold?
Oh, no. This place worth much more than that, I assure you.
Especially with this forge here, I imagine that you can produce magic items easily.
I was looking into it, just kind of studying the glyphs. And I'm not the best smith myself, but research of the arcane. It does look a wee bit lackluster.
I'm sure you can find a sorcerer or wizard to help you out with that part.
I'll have to do some hiring, but I'll be able to figure all that out. We'll get to business later. I assure you. It will be an investment that will pay you back tenfold. Hopefully. Well, you'll get a return for sure.
Considering it's tenfold of nothing.
That's why I stuttered a moment there. A tenfold of your efforts returned, I should say. Your efforts' value. Which was no small task. And you rescued me.
Wish we could have done something for your cousins.
Ah, my brothers.
Your brothers.
Yes.
Hey, well, at least I got a little family around, wherever Cal may be, but I will have a drink for them when we get back.
Aye. So speaking of getting back, should we head back to town? And
I'd love a rest in a proper bed.
Yeah.
This is no place for, well, recuperation.
Yes, I can use a little time out of this heavy atmosphere. Out. Be nice to get out in the open air for a bit.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
I would say Alva and White Claw, both with your passive perceptions, would notice a certain gleaming object next to the abomination of the black spider's corpse.
Claw would definitely go there and pick up that item.
It is
Figuring out.
his staff that has a spider tip at the end of it.
That
Hey.
is-
Right thing. White Claw. What is that?
Mhm. The staff. You want it?
Yeah.
This thing looks horrible. It's almost scary.
It's pure,
That fits there
pure
perfectly.
black.
You would just throw it towards Alva?
Alva catches it with one hand and inspects it.
It's pretty hefty. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Alright, with a 10. Unsure of what it actually does, but it does seem to, I would say your natural abilities and knowledge would tell you that it seems to almost drip poison at the tip of the spider. And you probably learn its true abilities once you attune to it.
I think maybe we should hold on to this. Could be useful.
You do so. I've already got my own staff.
You look good holding that out.
Alva does a couple poses. Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Big black staff with a spider dripping poison suits you perfectly.
Oh, thank you. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
You know I'm kidding.
All right, so we should probably get going. Who wants to lead the way?
Well, if you just, I'll certainly guide us up front if I could have a little guidance from Nundro.
Ah, yeah.
Sure.
You just go that way, the way we came, right? I mean, you took care of that skull thing. You mentioned something about holy water. I'll take care of the holy water when we come back. No problem.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
you're probably gonna have to do that with holy water to really get rid of it.
yeah, it's the only way, unfortunately.
I'll get it done. It's no problem. I think you all did the heavy lifting here. I should be able to handle it. Get some of my family down here, and well, more hirelings. Not out of your pocket, of course.
Just a fair warning. Be careful of the fireballs.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna be messing about with no fire.
No, that skull. If it comes back, throws fireballs.
I'll be sure
If
to
it
get
comes
some
in.
holy water and get it to it real quick then, before it'll come back. Hopefully,
You should have a little bit of time, but
only
Don't
about
doubt
a 6-hour walk back to. Probably less with your tall feet, but shouldn't be too long back to Phandelver.
well, then off to Phandelver.
We'll say as you start making your way, you would see I'm not going to do two Irish voices talking to each other, because I
Right.
can't. And it would just sound like a bunch of gibberish. Essentially, that would sound like a bunch of gibberish to you guys as Cal meets you guys where Tharden, his body was. And with a warm and welcome reunion, a dwarven reunion, you know, the whole like arm handshake thing and hugs, and kind of start laughing like they're talking so quick you don't really understand half of what they're saying.
They're probably talking in Dwarvish too, so it
Yes.
doesn't help.
It's like mixed, like
yes. Yes.
common and dwarvish.
Like someone speaking very heavy brogue, and it is, well, it's hard to understand if you don't speak it yourself, and then it's hard to understand if you're not, like, they have their own like family talk kind of thing.
Yeah, dialect.
But they do seem happy, and kind of the end result of that would be Cal's going to stay on with the mine and try to make a fortune. And of course, agreeing to your 10% fee.
I hope he can take the money and rebuild the windmill he inherited.
And I'll get it up and running, but don't you worry about it. Just make sure Egypt here stays out of trouble. Isabel will kind of blush. I almost got a diamond or a big emerald for you, Cal. You should have seen it. Ceiling was going to fall, and well, it did, but would have been worth a fortune if we had got it out. There's still one in there. We'll get it out. Don't worry.
Make sure you take care of our little friend.
And kind of just pats his pocket. You would hear a voice in your heads for a moment as the face of a mouse pops out. Exposed brain. Oh, yeah, Jeffrey will be alright. You know, it's in good company.
The very best company. I wish you all the best, Cal.
Oh, well, we're still gonna be in town, so, you know,
Yeah, I
not
get-
going far.
I know. I just get to. That's hard for me to see.
No, well, I hope you guys stick around town to help,
Yeah.
you know, collect your dues and whatnot.
Absolutely.
Oh, Cal, you know how you're always saying White Fang was going to betray us? He actually did a little bit.
I fucking knew it.
No.
What, Fang?
Gives White Claw an eye.
Until Sipel slapped me, I don't know, but it felt like I wasn't myself. It felt as something like I wasn't controlling my own thoughts. It was someone else in my own body.
Sure thing there, dead kitty cat.
Whatever.
He just kind of gives a smile and, well, let's get back to town. We got another body to add to Gundren, and we'll have a proper funeral, get some drinks in us, and, well, turn the town over, right?
Quick meta question. We never said what we did with Glassstaff?
You dropped him off at the.
I know we dropped him off, but what happened to him?
He's in the
What
town.
they did?
He's in the town jail,
Oh, okay.
awaiting trial, which will be held elsewhere.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna say easily enough, as you guys trek across or through the mines and across the hills back to Phandelver, as there's kind of talking things over of what you've gone through and expectations for the future. You do arrive back in the town of Phandelver. And as you kind of start heading up the Miners' Trail and into town proper, Get the town music going. You would kind of hear the rumbling of an agitated crowd kind of greeting your journey back into town. It takes only a moment to kind of locate the source of this cacophony. Down the hall, down the way from the townmaster's hall, it's the home of Harbin Wester. You would see a gaggle of townsfolk gathered around, some shouting for Harbin to come outside and others decrying his leadership. A few individuals in the crowd display what looks to be minor injuries. All seem anxious and frustrated. Even from this distance, as you kind of like start to get to you gotta do this green dot, whatever. I can't remember if we did it green or that's you guys though, as you're making your way. Would say, Alva, you would hear, it looks to be an annoyed elven individual in like a baker's apron. I see one more of those gremlins come near my shop. I'm hitting them with a rolling pin. I can't take it. And you would hear another minor kind of call out. Exchange is falling over. Some of my friends are missing. And White Claw, you would kind of hear a frazzled human woman soothing a toddler in her arms, just barely. It'll be all right. Just can't play outside after sundown, okay?
Alva would move closer to Zadkiel and grab his arm, sort of tugging. Hey, what the hell is going on around here?
I don't know. But it seems some type of chaos. Man, we just got back.
Just heard someone.
Mel? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Mel scanning the crowd for her sister?
You would see them down the way because they're just kind of watching the crowd at the edge of Alderleaf Farm.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of watching the crowd. They're not really like, they don't look frustrated. They're just kind of curious what all the hubbub's about. You would see her across the crowd for sure.
Yeah, so Mel would walk over and ask her sister, what happened while we were gone? What's going on?
Oh, hey, yeah, you guys have been gone for a couple of days. I don't know, there's some ruckus going on around town. You heard someone say that someone smashed the bar up? Complaining about the red brands being bad, but like, this is worse because the bar's all smashed or something. Your guess is as good as mine. Apparently there's been some stuff going on around town.
The red bread's being back.
No, they were bad, but these guys are, whatever's happening is worse because they broke the bar. I think it was a drunkard that was upset that the bars broke.
I'm upset that the bars broke. Was it the townmaster? Or was it a Stonehill Inn?
No, it was the Sleeping Giant, I think. You'd probably best ask Harbin. If you can get to him. Seems like he's holed up in his house and he hasn't been down to the hall for, well, all day.
Yeah. Maybe we should get some more information. And Zad would just like kind of like walk into the street, and if he sees like somebody that is walking towards there to join the like protest or walking away from it, just kind of see if they have any idea what is going
on. Sure. You would, a human man, kind of dirtied and a little rough looking, kind of holding up a small sketch of what looks to be a orcish woman. Just kind of walking away a little defeated. Looks up to you. Hey, you guys took care of the red brands. My wife's been missing for days, kind of shows you the picture. This coward won't do anything about it. Gotta stop this.
Your wife's been missing?
Yeah.
It seems that most of the town is in a flux. What have we missed in the past few days?
I don't know, stuff's going on all over town. I can't believe it.
Well, if I may have that fly of your wife, I'll keep my eye out for her.
Oh yes, absolutely. I've got at least 2 more at home that are kind of like this. This was the best one I made.
All
Yeah, I
right.
heard someone saying something about gremlins. What are they talking about?
I don't know nothing about all that. My wife's missing, okay?
When did she go missing?
Like a day or 2 ago.
A
I don't
day
know.
or two?
Yeah, it seems like it's been ages, you know. When you're sleeping at home, the nights are just 5 times longer.
So,
Do you know who saw her last?
I did. Well, she just went out to go to down to the Barthen's Provisions, and well, she didn't come back. Oh, it's awful.
so we go out. We go in the mine for what? 3 days apparently, and the town goes to shit. What kind of town?
I don't
is
know
this?
where you've been. I'm gonna go look for my wife. As he just kind of goes in a huff off of this, Isabella say, I'm gonna go check in with Sildar, see if he knows anything. I'll do the best with talking to the town master, if you guys want to take on that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can,
That man killed his wife.
Is it bright daylight, or did we
I'd say
come
it's
out, like,
I'd say it's
once?
around like 4 o'clock in the afternoon at this point.
And about what time does it get dark? This time of year?
What do we say? It's spring or late spring, so you still probably got
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 hours of daylight.
Okay.
why don't we go try to talk to Harbin?
Yeah, but with all that crowd,
I'll see what I can do.
I might have an idea to disperse the crowd, but it might not be that good. It might scare them away.
We could try something a little more diplomatic first.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So walking they're outside his home, right?
Yeah, just right
Uh,
outside of his house.
Right across the yeah. Zad would kind of walk up and he would say, "Excuse me, official business. Soldier of where am I from again?
Neverwinter. You're
Neverwinter.
You're on break.
Right.
As you say that, you would see one of the curtains in the window as looks like a couple of eyes peer out, and you would hear a couple of locks unlatch at the front of the door. Harbin immediately opens the door and appears there, just waving you in. Yes, come in. Yes, please. Yes, you. Please. Ushering you guys into his home.
Okay.
Alva walks towards the door and rushes inside.
Zad'll walk in behind her.
McCloud would go in more reluctantly. He doesn't really remember that guy and why he's so eager to get him to go inside his house.
Definitely looks frazzled, flushed cheeks, and dark bags heavy beneath his eyes. As you enter and he quickly shuts the door, you can see all of the curtains are closed and kind of have furniture a little pushed further away. It looks like a nice interior of a home, but it does look a little bit in disarray. Kind of heavy breathing, back up against the door. I understand they're angry, but what do they expect me to take care of everything? I can't take on a gaggle of no-good ruffians by myself. I can't stop anyone who's determined from breaking buildings and stealing things. It's absurd.
Wait. So the red brands are still gone, correct?
Yes, there are no red brands.
So then what is happening now, Harbin?
I don't
Who's
know.
breaking
Some
things?
small bandits of some sort. I don't know.
Like, do you mean like any points at Mel? That kind of small, or
Well, I didn't
Like-
see them myself, of course. But I am no a spring chicken. I do better with numbers, and
Yeah.
well,
Well, we really look like a coward. White Claw would say under his breath.
well, I've already tried myself to go out, and well, I couldn't keep up with the multitude of incidents. It's just devastating.
But also, why would everyone be outside of your house?
Well,
Yelling?
they want me to do something about it, and well, you couldn't have come at a better time because I'm fully prepared to pay you to do something for it. I
Yeah.
would even. I'll give you 50 gold each up front, and if you figure all of this out, I'll give you each 150 gold
Look,
each.
Just to find the answer of the cause?
No, to investigate and root out whatever the cause is.
Okay,
we can't.
that sounds more like you.
Yes.
You really just gonna throw money at people just to fix your problem in your own goddamn town?
As I said, I've tried, and well, you all have done heroic deeds. You took care of the red brands, although you look a little paler than last time. We needed heroes like you to take care of these vandalisms and terror in the streets. A good town master knows who to pay to take care of the problems.
What do you mean? Then last time I don't remember ever seeing you until now.
I understand your cat brain probably can't comprehend it, but we did see each other less than 10 days ago. Your comrades certainly remember.
Yes.
Yes.
This is before you lost
The group could definitely see that White Claw when he said cat brain. He's about to literally jump on him.
Yeah. Zad'll just kind of maybe put a little hand out to just kind of select it and he'll look at White Claw like he's an idiot. Don't take it personally.
I'm a what? No, I'm trying to pay for the services. Is not? Would you not want to help? I assumed.
I want to help,
Oh,
but
excellent.
I need more information than just those incidents about town. Is it like that? Can you give me a starting point at least, Arma?
Well, yes, of course. There was the incident at the Sleeping Giant. Apparently, the bar was ransacked and items stolen from it. I believe someone knocked down Barthen's well behind the provisions shop. And the Miners' Exchange has one of its walls falling down. I don't know what that's all about. And apparently, Sister Garael over at the Shrine of Luck is concerned about the shrine itself.
So, if there's all this damage in town, why don't you, instead of just giving it out to random strangers to fix your problem, why don't you use that money to fix the goddamn town?
What do you mean? This is what that's how I'm paying, not random strangers. You are heroes who rooted out the red brands. This is no random act. I wouldn't have asked random people. I heard, you, as he's trying to think of Zadkiel's name. Zadkiel! Yes, I know your name. I heard your voice outside, and it was distinct. I knew right there that was a man of purpose and, could help with these, causes. Possibly.
Well, you're correct. And it's not because of you, Harbin. It's because I have concern for the people of this town.
Like, even better reason to help out. And the payment is just secondary.
Well, yes, we will need supplies.
Of course.
I feel horrible. I live here and or have lived here for a while, and I fear that we got rid of the red brand at the worst time. If they were here, they would have protected the town.
That's what some people grumbled, but I think I thank you for your service of getting rid of the red brands. That was, well, very commendable and quick action indeed. I think it's good for the town that they are gone. I don't know what all of this is about. It all happened so quick, and then there's some people missing. I don't know about all of that. I
suspect the people missing are people taking advantage of the chaos and to settle scores with neighbors.
It's always possible.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. They
you know
said they
what's
were
clever?
all small, like as I said, you'd have to ask them yourself. Some of them said gremlins, others said pointy-eared halflings. I didn't want to lay blame on any one particular species or people, but you know.
Yes.
Halfling.
Yes, not my words. Others.
Okay, Harbin. We'll start by checking out the sleeping giant.
Wonderful, wonderful. I thank you. And again, and he kind of like pulls out 4 sacks of coins. Yes, for each of you, upfront payment to know that I'm good for it. And as I said, 150 gold more once the job is complete.
If you're really just gonna pay us, make that 200, and we'll do it.
Give me a persuasion check. Of course, 200 gold upon completion. Perfectly reasonable for the magnificent work that you all are doing.
And do you know what Sildar has said about this? I've never trusted that man. That Dragonborn.
He's a human.
Oh, is he human now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why have you never tried? He seemed... Well, he unfortunately left recently to, escort your recent captive to Neverwinter. And so he's unfortunately out of town for the next couple of days.
Did he go alone or with a party?
Sorry. I believe he went alone. I have no reason to doubt his skill. He thoroughly cuffed and blindfolded, as well as muffled, or whatever they call it when they put a sock in your mouth or something.
I would suspect that he's gonna let that wizard go. And he's probably the cause of all these gremlins.
Wow. I assumed that a man of the Lord's Alliance would be of utmost reputation. I have seen no ill intent from Sildar myself.
That is the perfect disguise.
Well,
May have.
We have to figure some things out first. Where did you say we can find this sleeping giant?
Oh, it's the tap house right on the road north of here.
Okay.
It's the Red Brands used to hang out there. Scared most people away, but then after they left, it actually started to get some business, and then, well, you know, someone came and smashed it all up. It stole some goods.
And is the bartender that was there, is he still fine? Still around?
Oh, I don't know for certain. You have to ask yourself. They do have a couple of interchanging bartenders. I believe, let me double check the name. Got going for the bartender on duty.
The one we knew.
Grista, the owner, I don't know if they were there at the time, but of course there was, the tiefling who tends bar occasionally. I think Grista had to hire out. I don't remember her name. Wheel of Fortune! That is her name.
Wheel of Fortune?
Yes, the tiefling.
Name is Wheel of Fortune?
The Wheel of Fortune, yes.
Oh.
They might have been on duty at the time. As I said, I don't... It's a lot of details to keep in your head, and... Oh, it has been a headache, I tell you.
Are you going to be safe with
He pulls
the
out a
town folk?
little handkerchief and, like, wipes the sweat off his brow. Well, if you all agree, we have an accord. Yes, 50 gold now, I've already handed you each. And
Yes.
200 gold upon completion of figuring out this stuff. And I will alert the town that we have our best heroes, those of you got rid of the red brands. We have you on the case, so they should like that.
That is
Okay,
good to hear.
I think it's probably better you stay inside and we tell them ourselves.
Oh no, I am perfectly fine making announcements. I am a townsmaster after all. I'm just glad you all showed up at the right time.
It seems like they wanna lynch you out there. So you really want to go outside?
Well, as long as you're with me, I think it will pose a good, paint a good picture for them.
Okay, come on, let's get on with it then, Harvin.
Yes.
Yeah.
After you, please, as he starts unlocking the door.
Zad will step out and kind of hold the door for Harbin.
As he kind of like stands up as straight as he can, and immediately as he steps out, hands out. Yes, citizens of Phandelver, do not worry. Your worries and fears and concerns and troubles have all been heard. Me along with these fine folk who have, they took care of the red brands, remember them? They were bad. That was thanks to these heroes. They have just returned from slaying a dragon, and, well, now they are going to help out the town. As you hear a couple of grumbles, slayed a dragon. That's pretty cool. Yes, all true. Now they're going to rescue our town from all these vandals. So, please disperse. You have been heard, and it will be fine. Leave it to the heroes. As you would hear some grumbles from the crowd, like, I guess, they did take care of the red brands. They sucked. Dragon? Oh. When did they come into town with there was a woman wearing a breastplate that had a dragon on it. You just hear some, like, grumbles from the town as the crowd does start to disperse a little bit.
Mel would walk over and give 10 gold to her sister.
Okay. Yeah, she's still kind of watching, like, that. I hope it all goes well. You guys sure are doing a lot for this town. I know everyone will definitely appreciate it.
Life is nothing but suffering. Just changes from the weather.
Oh. Unlike you, Mel, you never change. You always definitely know how to say things. You don't have a way to mince words there.
So I heard somebody say, don't go out at night?
I didn't hear any of that.
Oh, okay. As we were walking up, I thought I heard mumbles of people saying things like that. They
There,
could have
there
said
was there was a woman who was like holding her child and like was like, just don't go out at night anymore.
Mhm. Okay.
What? The crowd does slightly disperse. Some of them go about their day. What are you guys up to?
Dad will just kind of send Harbin back into his. Just like Harbin, we'll take care of this. You can return to your hidey hole. And
Well, I might as well take this opportunity to go down to the hall and get some paperwork done. Thank you for your assistance in that.
You're welcome. And then Zad would just kind of try to powwow with everybody else. Say, oh, do you want to? What would you guys like to do? I mean, it looks like there's Sleeping Giant is probably our first point of investigation. But if there's any other stops you want to take before we go there, we can also go ask around.
I don't know. I don't. Apparently, I've been here before, but I have no idea where anything is in this town.
Yeah, I think Sleeping Giant is probably the first place we should go. I could speak to that bartender that we heard about that Harbin was saying.
Okay.
But Arbin really seems like you said, very, very idiotic.
Yes, one of those narcissist politicians from Winter. They never really change.
And as I said many few days ago, he is more than worthless.
He knows who
You
to
mean
pay.
less? You mean less than worthless?
No, more than worthless. Meaning he's actually more worthless than just simply worthless. Those moments.
I almost made him hallucinate things, but I thought it would have been a bit too far.
Before we hit the Sleeping Giant, can we go by the shrine? I think I do need to make a devotion.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I'm totally okay with that. I wouldn't hurt to speak to Sister Gorel anyway.
True.
So you guys head over to the Shrine of Luck?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of on the way. As you head over to the center of the town, you can see once the striking cairn of colorful rocks and offerings to Timora. Shrine now looks pretty precarious. You do see two figures attempting to move some of the shrine's larger rocks. The elven Sister Grail, who some of you know, and a human girl, no more than 10 years old. Seemed like they're trying to hold up this cairn of stones.
Zad would walk quickly over to the cairn and try to assist them into getting it balanced, or the rock in place, whatever he needs to do.
Give me your call. Survival or religion or acrobatics check.
Go acrobatics.
I think she's gonna jump there to get all the stones.
I'm gonna go with
In plate armor.
With what I'm proficient in. So we're gonna do that.
All right. With a religion, is your wisdom any higher than your intelligence?
My wisdom and intelligence are the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
With a 14, you try to help out as Sister Grail and this 10-year-old girl who is Toblin Stonehill's daughter. You probably would have seen her at the Stonehill Inn. Some of the rocks fall on you, and you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as part of the rocks collapse onto you. Sister Grail looks kind of frustrated, and she looks kind of worn already, and it just kind of gives up for a moment. This is my life now. Hi. Yes. Thank you for your assistance. I'm sorry if I seem flustered. I just got back. It's you guys. I asked you all to take care of that thing for me. I couldn't wait, and I asked myself. Anyways, I just got back, and well, the shrine was vandalized. I need to rededicate it and rebuild it up. It's quite a trying time.
I'm sorry, Sister Gorell. Did you see who vandalized it?
Well, Tamara here, Tamara Stonehill, the little girl you see kind of cower behind. She said she saw the shrine nearly collapse and 3 small creatures hurry away from the rubble.
A lot of small creatures going around.
So,
Smaller than me? Were they?
And she kind of looks to the girl. I don't know, about the same. Yeah. About your height. They were scary looking though. Oh, quick and stuff. It was, I don't know, I just took note and remembered I'm gonna tell Sister Garel when she comes back. And I did. And now me and my sister, as she points over past the rubble, you can see a smaller child sorting through the stones and like kind of stacking them up in their own little mini cairn. We've been helping, trying to, well, help build back up.
I guess we're gonna look at the girl and remembering what he heard about earlier about not coming out after sunset. He's gonna kneel down and actually tell her. I would suggest you start heading home slowly. You don't want to be out after sunset.
Oh, home's right there. Kind of points literally like right there. Sister Garel will. I wouldn't let anything happen to them. But the little girl will say, there was 3 small shadows it was like a gaggle of shrill voices. Well, just before it fell. I didn't understand what they were saying though.
are you sure they weren't just goblins?
What's a goblin? Oh, Mama told me about goblins. And the other one would kind of say, the older of the two, the 10-year-old. Yeah, maybe. Maybe they were goblins. You know, we're looking at it, and I think they took the centerpiece. It used to be a shiny, like, black stone in the middle. Made it look all pretty. But it's gone. I don't see it in the rubble.
White Glow would use Minor Illusion just to make a little image of a goblin to show her, ask her if it looked like that.
Kind of, maybe. We saw a little... It might have been bigger heads or something. I don't know.
Okay. Interesting. You say there's a shiny stone centerpiece was missing. Right? Zad would ask Sister Gorel if she knew of any particular history of that stone piece as the centerpiece.
I'm no historian. I mean, you're free to look around if you see anything. I'm not an investigator by any means, but just
Okay,
trying to build it back up as best we can.
Is it already built back up, or do you need more help?
It is very much not built back up.
We can help you.
I would appreciate any help. And, well, Trilena and... I already forgot the other girl's name. The one I told you. Tamara have been excellent help. They just aren't quite tall or strong enough to help out with the finer tunings of it.
White Glow would help with himself, but he would also cast a mage hand to have us help even more to rebuild the
So
The
it
shrine?
is... You can either do a survival, a religion, or an acrobatics check. Essentially, it will be a series of You can do 3 checks, three successes, and you will feel it'll probably take the better part of an hour to do this.
Religion, because it's the one is the proficient in. So
All right, with an 18, kind of like going with the aesthetic that they're going with, knowing and how this kind of clicks to you, like, oh, it's a shrine to this like goddess of luck, making sure all of the coins are on top, and kind of helping assist that as that's going on. If anyone else wants to help, you can.
Mel will cast guidance
Okay.
on White Claw as he's working.
Well, he's
And
already done it once, so his
Yeah.
check is done with.
I give it to Sister Gorell
Okay.
and ask her, you said that it has to be reconsecrated? Do you feel that it's been desecrated?
Well, whenever a shrine is defaced, it needs to be properly rebuilt so that it is rededicated to, and that will be a series of prayers and stuff. And it seems your friend here knows exactly what he's doing with that portion.
White Claw would look at the group. I think I might know how to rebuild that. If you guys want to go and see that sleeping giant, I'll stay here just to go out to help her out.
Sister Gorell, do you have any big hauls that you need to make? Anything that's particularly heavy?
Well, all these it's just small stones, mostly about balancing and just knowing how to stack, and well, of course, in the guidance with Timora, make sure that the luck is pure here. But if guys are more than free to look around if you want.
Can Zad do an insight check to see if everybody's heading in the right direction with this?
What do you mean?
Or can he do an insight check to like the basic construction of it is secure?
I would say that would be the survival part.
Survival? Alright, make him a survival check.
Kind of like knowing how stones stack in the wild.
Yeah.
With a 14, as you're trying to help with the base and making sure things are stacking, kind of stones do fall on you again. As the work you put in, you do take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as your finger crunches beneath a handful of stones.
Ow!
White Claw would literally offer a hand to Zad to stand up, and he's gonna say, like I said, you guys go to the sleeping giant, figure that one out. I'll stay here and I'll help Sister Grail.
Yeah, and Zad will look at him and say, "Yeah, I think you got this, buddy."
Alright, well, hopefully those vandals didn't get too far. Who knows?
All right, let's go check out this sleeping giant.
And as we're leaving, Mel will give Sister Girl 8 gold pieces for the temple.
Oh, thank you so much. I think I saw some footprints, some smaller footprints, just down the alley.
Which alley?
Just right behind the Shrine of Luck.
Oh, wait, there's so many buildings.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right behind the Shrine of Luck.
Yeah. Tiny footprints. Well, that sounds like a place to start before we even go to the sleeping giant.
Yeah, let's go see what they look like.
As you're going to the sleeping giant, or are you going following these footprints?
We're gonna follow the footprints first, I think.
Okay.
And as Mel departs, she gives guidance to White Claw
Okay.
in his efforts.
As you're not going very far, but kind of looking around the corner, the footprints quickly kind of disperse and get lost amongst the grass. But as you peer down here, you would see the glint of an axe. Looks like it's embedded into the wall of one of the nearby buildings.
Zad will investigate the axe.
Give me a history check. Far beyond your knowledge.
Yeah. Never seen anything like this.
But it's...
Alva wants to investigate the axe as well.
Alright, you can give me a history check. The DC does get higher for every extra person adding on to it. But yeah, give me a history check. With a 21. Absolutely. This axe ain't from here. This axe looks old. The runes in it look almost dwarven, but different. And Alva, with your knowledge of the wilds, it almost looks as if they're not from up here, but of deep dwarven make. Old, deep dwarven.
Guys, this looks like it's deep dwarven.
Looks old, huh?
Yeah, very. Actually, it's kind of confusing. I don't know how something this old could be up here.
Huh.
I've never seen anything like it. I've only read about it.
Well, hold on to it.
Not much of an axe thrower myself, but
Yeah, is Steven? Is it like a axe that you would? Is it a weapon axe or is it an axe for chopping?
Looks like a hand axe.
Like a hand axe for tooling or hand axe for a weapon?
Well, the great thing
You
about
don't understand what this is?
yeah, I know what you mean. I would say this one looks more weaponized than it is. Not a woodcutter's axe by any means.
Okay.
Metal handle, metal shaft, and metal. It's all metal and all intricate old runes on it.
yeah, I don't want to carry this. Someone else will have to carry it for me.
I'll hold on to it.
Thanks.
You have a deep dwarven hand axe. And you
I
guys,
don't really like metal.
You guys are leaving White Claw at the shrine.
Yeah, he literally told them, go to the Sleeping Giant. I'll finish up the
All right.
the shrine with Sister Gorel.
All right. So we would make our way over to Sleeping Giant.
Roll me a 1d20.
Who?
Anyone. First person to get a d20, I'm going to take that roll. Race for it. Dan wins.
Oh.
With a 13. Lovely. As you're getting a little ways down the road towards the Sleeping Giant, a cheery voice calls out to you, and you would see a dwarven woman, clad in blue robes, waving to your group. Forearms are marked with numerous tattoos of sigils drawn in white ink. Slung across her back is a leather satchel, brimming with books, scrolls, and other implements. As I do have art for her. Let me find her art. Yeah, as you can see this lady. Waving up at you guys.
Okay, and just I'll give a little wave back and look at everyone else and say, should we go see what's up with this one?
Well, she approaches you real quick.
She approaches real quick?
Yeah, she just approaches you guys.
Okay.
Oh, boy, what a day. Hey, sorry to intrude. I'm slightly lost, new in town. You know where the Stonehill Inn is?
Yes, I do. My name is Zadkiel. This is Alva. And this is Mel.
Oh, hey. Gwen Orsong. Visiting my sister in town for a couple months, and my sister Elsa, you might know her. She works as a bartender at the Stonehill Inn.
I know Elsa.
Oh,
Fine
Yeah,
lass.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I think I've heard some things about town. I got lost around town. I was hearing things going on, and heard you guys were tasked with putting an end to the crimes of the heroes of Phandelver. You took care of some ruffians a while back. I don't know about all that really, but it sounded cool. And I mean, I can't really help fight vandals. I thought I would just offer to assist you if you have any like clues or I studied history around the wilds of Phandalin, and
Zadkiel.
Actually,
my
we-
scholarship was actually focused in dwarven history, but also fascinated by other cultures, and it's I happily lend a hand if you got anything like that. I just want to help
Yeah,
out around town.
We have something to show you.
It is truly serendipitous meeting you at this moment.
She does seem like she wants to ramble, but
Yeah,
kind of like stifles herself for a moment.
and Zad will show her the new, or the old, ancient, deep dwarven axe. The runes on it.
Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is... Wait a second. Oh. I know where this came from. Yep. And she kind of pulls out a notebook, starts writing it down. Fascinating. Where did you get this?
We found it stuck into the wall in an alleyway. Where would it have come from?
I believe there's some dwarven ruins to the south. Something like that called Zor. I'll have to look in my books. Do you mind if I borrow this and compare and contrast just to make sure I'm not lying to you about things?
Well,
That's
tell us
fine.
what you know first.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I want to make sure I know. I don't want to say something and then have to correct myself later because that's always embarrassing for everyone.
Yeah. Can I insight check or just quick?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Blech, no idea.
Hard to get a good read on her. Her glasses kind of
Yeah.
keep glinting in the sunlight.
Yeah. All right. I don't think there's anyone else that looks around here that's probably qualified to
I mean,
look at this anyway.
There are a number of dwarven ruins around here, but this does seem to be more deep dwarven, so it could be one of 2 or 3 places. So I'd like to just double check just to make sure.
Where
I'm
are you?
okay with it. If you guys are.
Oh, I'm gonna be staying at the Stonehill Inn. That's the best place, Just right. Where'd you say it was again? I'm new in town.
It's just literally right down the street.
Like right next to you guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like
yes,
that's
I'm-
like there.
I'm sorry. Noah's in the books all the time, even when I'm walking right there. I'll just be right there. As I said, my sister Elsa, the bartender there. You said you know her. So yeah. Wow. This
All right,
is
we'll check back in
fortuitous.
with you later.
Yeah, we'll check back in on you.
Of course, I'm gonna get all of my books out, and we're gonna do some research. This is fascinating.
Hey, Gwen,
Yes.
maybe don't talk to anybody else about it, though. Just us.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Until we know what's
now.
Is there
going on.
is there a criminal mastermind in town?
Yes, that's me.
Her eyes kind of like perk up for a moment, then backs away a little bit. Okay, okay. I don't hear too many jokes, so that one went right over my head for a second there.
No, but there's a lot of reports of vandalism around town. The
Oh,
whole town
yes,
seems to be
yes, yeah, I've
so,
heard.
uh, so in case there is, some type of, discretion is probably the town's best bet for right now. So
I'll be
why
honest,
don't you
every
just
time I visit one of these small towns, everyone knows everything anyways. It gets around quick. But yes, I'll do my best.
okay? Well, we have some business to attend to. Other.
Oh yeah, don't let me keep you. I'm sorry. I saw you guys and I was like, I bet they're the ones. And well, I heard you guys went to a mine recently. I'd love to hear all about that. There was the Wave Echo Cave, right? Fascinating stuff. There was a spell forge. Did you see that?
We did.
Wow, wow. I'm gonna need a full account later, so I'll be at the end. Can't wait, can't wait. This is fascinating.
Okay. And
Yeah, she
we'll be
kind of
off
like
then.
turns around and immediately walks into a wall as she's writing notes and is like, "Oh yes, the axe. Oh, don't. Yep." And she kind of looks to you and like gives a finger over the lips, like shh, like she's not gonna tell anyone, and walks into the inn.
Mel leans forward in Zakiel's ear and says, "You'll never see that ever again."
Oh, Melancholia, not everyone is out to get us. She seemed honest enough.
Everybody is out to get us.
Hopefully one day I can show you that that's not the case. To the sleeping giant.
All right. Meanwhile, go ahead and White Claw, how are you helping? Give me another religion check if you want to keep on with the religion to help out.
What's gonna do?
And you have insight on it.
Yeah. So plus
Plus a D4.
D4.
All right. You do not take any damage. You're making steady progress. You just got to get the top on top of it now. Meanwhile, the rest of you guys arrive at the Sleeping Giant. As you start to approach the tap room, quiet, save for the occasional thunk of a tankard against the table. The bar itself looks to be in shambles. The wooden stiles smashed to splinters. The top looks to be split in half. Nevertheless, you do see a tall purple tiefling working behind the broken counter, diligently cleaning mugs and plates under the watchful eye of what looks to be the surly dwarven owner, Grista, who's kind of at the bar, just kind of watching. They both kind of turn to you as you enter. The dwarven woman, kind of gruff looking. Hey!
Hello?
Yeah. Hello.
I see that there's been some vandalism here, obviously. Not to be...
Yeah, of course. No, it's... The shit's all broke. Not that fucking Harbin will do anything about it. It's fucking town master
Well,
my ass.
he sent us out to investigate.
Oh, so
We're trying to
maybe
piece...
he's actually doing something good for once.
He's trying his best. He's just one of those politics, you know? He's just a little bit of a little into himself, I'd say. But anyway, we're here to help you guys. Is there any information that you can give us to begin with? I mean, we've heard stories about gremlins, small people. We found an angel.
I was upstairs at the time. I was fucking rudely awoken and I heard wood being shattered, and I climbed downstairs. I saw 5 small creatures in the dark. Fucking destroying the bar, ransacking the kitchen. It was awful. I thought they were children at first, misbehaving, and then noticed their long, flat ears and sharpened teeth. They also all
Yeah.
seemed to carry weapons, so well, they didn't actually steal much food. They just were really focused on destroying the bar. I chased them out
Interesting.
with a big hammer, but well, I threw it at them, and then I got the broom and started brooming them, and they ran away. Fled through the fireplace and climbed up the chimney. They did.
Huh. Dexterous are they? Hmm.
Did they say anything that you understood?
I wasn't paying attention to what they said. I told them to get the fuck out of my bar.
And did they just grunt in response, or did they just scatter away
They
quietly?
scattered as quick as they could. Otherwise, they would have gotten the blunt end of the broom.
And they didn't steal any food? How about the alcohol?
No, they were just, as I said, they were just smashing up the table, the bar. I don't know why. And I was trying to fucking show this Wheel of Fortune. Well, new tiefling from, well, Neverwinter just came in town. Was like, I needed to hire people because the red brands are all gone. Business was starting to pick up, and then, 1 or 2 shifts, and then bam, bar's broken.
Okay. Wait, is that a carpenter or was that somebody else? One of the characters. A second. Yeah, I think that was Verk. Anyway. Well, the strange thing is that they didn't take anything. How about from your coffers? They didn't take from your coffers? No,
No, they just smashed the bar up.
Everything's just. The coins were even left at the at the shrine. It just seems so strange to me. If it was any type of vandal or burglar to just leave coin, and goblins certainly would have taken the coin and the alcohol and whatever food they could get their hands on if it was a raiding party, I imagine. So
And they stole a little bit of food, but not a whole lot. Nothing couldn't be replaced. They didn't smash all the kegs or nothing. They just smashed the bar up. Hey, a couple of crumbs of food, the leftover bread, but that's ridiculous. Thought it was just children vandals just smashing things up as they do.
you said they ran up the chimney. correct?
Yeah.
Zadkiel is going to just go and, if he can, take a look up the chimney and see if he could see anything, any scratches. Type of
Give me
deal.
a survival check.
Okay.
The 17. You indeed would see scratch marks and look to be footprints and handprints kind of climbing up the chimney.
Well, they went up the chimney, all right.
You would see actually a couple of coins in the fireplace as well.
You would pick them up. Are they regular mint
Yeah, there'd be
coins, or
like a silver and a copper.
he would show everyone. He's like, I found the silver and a copper in the fireplace. That's
Well, as I said, they did take some coin, but not all of it.
okay.
Crystal kind of gruffly come over and just yank the coins out of your hand.
Hey, yeah, I'm not here to take your money. Maybe we should check the roof, guys.
Well, how many days ago was this?
Just fucking yet
Vandalism?
last night.
Last night. And we've heard tales that other buildings have been attacked or vandalized.
I don't care about the
Demolished?
other fucking buildings. Just smashed my bar up.
And do you know anything about missing villagers?
Me and Wheel of Fortune are right here. Who else we need?
Keep to yourself quite heavily, don't you?
Well, I've been quite busy with the bar being smashed up.
Last night.
And it's been keeping us busy all day. Look at Wheel of Fortune over there. Doesn't even know how to pour drinks anymore. She's all shaken up about it.
Really?
Well, I can.
Wheel of Fortune, are you scared?
What? You can see in like a smooth motion, Wheel of Fortune grabbing a clean mug and filling it to the brim, and just kind of hands it over like nonchalantly. But before handing it over to you, you can see her move to tap the mug against the counter to kind of get rid of some of the foam, only to stop mid-motion and kind of start blushing sheepishly and like hands it over. No, everything fine. What do you mean? The bar's all smashed up though, but that'll be 2 coppers.
Alva places 2 coppers on the bar.
There is no bar.
As it just kind of slides down into the middle where it's broken. Yeah, the last customer did that too.
Where did she get the beer?
Well, there's kegs behind where the broken counter is, and she tried to tap it onto the counter, but the counter's broken.
It's kind of like muscle memory, like, and it's not there.
He's probably
Yeah.
holding the beer for you.
Alva, give me an insight check. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't here when they came in and broke everything, but Grista was when we were closed.
And you've been in town for a few days, a few weeks?
Yeah, just arrived a few days ago and saw that they were hiring a bartender, and I'm trying to keep up with that, trying to do better than the Stonehill Inn for ale. Kind of looks to Krista. Yeah, we'll do better. Now those red brands are gone, and I think we have you to thank for it too. So, well, Fortune, thank these guys for your employment. Thank you for my employment?
You're welcome.
Welcome. Yeah, no problem. But
Okay.
And what brought you to Phandelver, Wheel of Fortune?
Well, just to see what good fortune could bring me. What brought you to Phandelver? I don't know. I just wanted to get out of the big city and see the world, and well, Phandelver was pretty close, so just went with it. I don't know.
well,
Better reasons than I came to hide from trouble.
Oh,
But
and you tell people
trouble
this?
always seems to exist around me.
Well, there's trouble everywhere you go. I mean, big city, it gets a little more complicated. Down here, I feel like, well, at least I assumed, but I guess vandals are everywhere, so I don't know.
well,
I'll say, Mel, you can give me an insight check as well.
Okay. What?
Noted.
I rolled a 2?
You did.
it's the god of the lasers. We're out of favor with him
Mhm.
tonight. The laser dice roller. Excuse me.
Well, we're trying to find this sleeping giant.
You're fucking in it.
Yeah. So
No, this
you
is
don't.
the sleeping giant. This is the tap house. We call it the
Oh, I
sleeping
see.
giant.
Why do you call it that?
I don't know. It sounded catchy at the time. Why do they call it the Stonehill Inn? Oh, his last name's Stonehill. That's not clever. Sleeping giant, like, oh, I'm gonna go top one off over at the sleeping giant. That's a little more catchy. No one has any kind of good names. You got the... Well, Lion Shield Coster, at least, they got branding. The sleeping giant, why not? Barthen's provision.
the only bar that
Zad,
was vandalized?
Say what?
Is yours the only bar that was vandalized?
Yeah, they smashed the center of the bar up. Entire counter just crumbled. I don't even think I'm going to be able to put it back together.
Have you made any enemies lately?
No, we just fucking reopened for business. I mean, proper business now that the red brands were gone, but enemies? No. Sure, Toblin doesn't mind a little healthy competition.
No, and he doesn't seem like the type to be vengeful either.
well, if you have any other information that could help the investigation, we'd highly appreciate it. Or if you come across anything, we may return tomorrow, depending on how our investigation proceeds. If there's not anything else we can offer us information-wise.
Oh, I have one more question.
Yeah.
Wheel of Fortune, are you staying here at the Sleeping Giant, or
Oh, no.
where's your accommodation?
I'm staying over at the Stonehill Inn.
Oh,
And Grista kind of grumbles. Yeah, of course you are. It's I don't have beds here.
it's a little effort, a little profit. You could turn this place into something very nice.
That's what we're hoping for if we don't get the bar smashed every night. It's reasonable pricing over at the inn. I don't mind. Grista pays me plenty, and, you know, the tips were good. The first, you know, I don't know if we'll see much business tonight. But, yeah. I'm just staying over at the inn.
Well, we were just cleaning up. We found a mine. It looks like there might be mining business here soon. So life in the town could pick up.
Well, that's good to know. I'm not a miner myself. I just, but business,
miners like to drink.
that is true. They do. And you all went to the fucking with the Gundren business. That's right. I thought yep. Okay.
Correct.
That could be great. Yeah, they'll come here instead of that Stonehill Inn.
They'll want whoever has the strongest drink and the prettiest barmaids.
Wheel of Fortune's not bad. Wheel of Fortune kind of just blushes at that. I try, you know. You don't have to be quite as prim and proper as you do in the city, but yep. Goes to cleaning mugs and just kind of blushes. Well, thanks for stopping by to look at my broken bar. It's broke. If you find the people who did this, make sure you rough them up real good. Get what's coming to them.
I can assure you that whoever broke your bar be brought to justice, as your bar is broken.
Fucking right it is. It is a broken bar. We still serve drinks, though.
Wait, I have an idea for you. What if until you get your bar repaired, you call this place Broken Bar? It's a whole branding idea.
No, it's a
Yeah,
sleeping
that could
giant.
work.
That's what they know it for. Be like, oh, the broken bar, you got new owners. And no, we ain't got no owners. It's just me, Grista.
Yeah, I know. There's like this secret bar thing that was getting trend popular in the big city for a while. Anyway, we're
It's
gonna
no
go
secret.
and
We're just a tap room.
yeah, you just change your name and like call it a speakeasy, and people pay a lot more money for the drinks.
Yeah.
Uh,
Add
I ain't
something with absinthe.
I ain't got
Yeah,
time for all that hubbub. Just
yeah,
want to serve good drinks and everyone gives the money.
that's
Just keep it simple,
oh no,
stupid.
just,
Well, thanks for
I
coming
like
down
that.
with your highfalutin ideas of rebranding the bar and looking at the broken bar. And you have my thanks.
You're
very
welcome, Krista, and I hope your broken bar gets mended soon.
Kind of
I
lets
guess
out
we'll be
a
on.
little bit of a sigh. Turns back to Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune like shrugs. I don't know. And you guys head outside.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't think there's much else going on there.
As you head outside, you would hear a shrill shriek echo from the roof of the sleeping giant right above you. You would see 3 goblin figures standing atop the building, muscles tensed in surprise. Green energy seems to crackle around the fists of 2 of the goblins. The third looks like they wield a blade of the same energy, very similar to Cal. And looks like hefting a large cloth sack over her shoulder.
Hearing that shriek probably from the shrine, White Claw would
You're like
tell
300 feet away.
Okay, would he hear the big shriek, or would he be very loud or not?
Give me a perception check. That's why I ask. Like, oh, you're just staying behind.
And I'm gonna use knowledge from past life for a D6.
I would say a 16 is good enough. I was
Okay.
saying the DC at 15. Yeah, you hear it. It's 300 feet away.
Okay, he's gonna look at him. Stick around. I'll be right back. And he's gonna run down there to see what the hell's going on.
We are going to I'm gonna bring you guys to a map. We are going to roll initiative. And White Claw is not there yet. But that'll be a good spot for us to take a little 5-10 minute break as we pick up there here in a few with some goblins on the rooftop. So stick around. Don't roll initiative yet. You're not on the map yet.
Oh.
Oh,
I thought you said roll initiative.
I gotta bring you to a map first.
Oh.
I can easily fix those to make it
Yeah.
be on there. But yeah, we'll take our little break here and come back at about 10 till. And so
sounds good.
stick around. We'll be back in a few.
Oh,
All right.
All right, folks. So, welcome back to our Phandelver and below. Last we left, our heroes, after returning from the mine, immediately saw that the town was, well, being vandalized, as several places of business and homes have been wrecked or ruined, or people missing. The town master inquired you all to help out with it and hired you, fixing up the, well, leaving Whiteclaw to fix up the Shrine of Luck. You did note that there was an axe embedded into a wall from old descent, and in fact met a historian who was in town visiting her sister. Was curious about all this and asked if she could help, and said she'd be at the end. And you guys then went to investigate the sleeping giant, and well, the bar was smashed. Other than that, you really didn't get too much info, other than the culprits fled through to the roof. And this was like during the night. I mean, as you came out, you heard a scream from a woman nearby. Shrill scream. Looking up, you saw a trio of goblins on the rooftops. Yeah, they are on the rooftops. Looks like they're wielding this strange green power. Two of them, their fists are glowing green, and one of them it looks like they have a large sack on their back, as well as a sword of green energy, similar to what Callan could make. And that's where we're going to pick up. You guys are rolled initiative. We are on there. And the goblins are going first. Well, two of them are. As kind of seeing you guys, they will... Mel and Zadkiel, give me a strength saving throw.
Uh-oh.
As one of them kind of pushes down towards you guys. Both
Ooh.
you guys
Nope,
getting
that's
natural
what?
20s.
That's 20.
You see this green energy push, like, kind of wave out down towards each of you, as it seems to kind of like push you back like a quarter of an inch, barely. You just kind of feel this like someone just tapped you, and they kind of look to each other. The other one that's down here darts and leaps up extravagantly high to the building there, and they both kind of retreat beyond sight. Kind of to the center of the roof there. That will take us to Mel. Mel, what are you doing? So bear in mind, you can't see them at the moment.
Yeah, that's what I'm...
Because they are 20 feet up.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Mel will walk over here and... Alright. And that's it for her?
Okay.
And she's noticed
dashing
the
or dodging?
ladder on the way.
There is a ladder going up to a smaller building, but it could get you up elsewhere, yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to dash, or do you want to take the dodge action? Or are you readying an action?
Yeah, she just readies the dodge action, that's all.
Alright. I will take us to Alva.
Okay. Let's see. Alva, how high up is the
The roof
building?
here is 20 feet tall.
20 feet? All right. All right. Alva is going to shift.
What's she turning into?
I'm gonna turn into a giant spider.
Alrighty. Big old spooter.
A spooter.
That's what spooters do. They turn into spooters.
I'm gonna climb up that wall.
Alright, climbing up the wall is super easy for this spider. As you have a climbing speed of 30 feet, so you would climb up to the side and you still have 10 feet of movement.
Move a little bit closer to these gobs.
Do you have control over that token?
Let me see. I do. Okay.
Sweet.
All right. And I'm gonna go for. Shifting is my bonus action,
That
so
is
I
your
still have
bonus
my
action. You
action.
still have your action. Absolutely.
Mm.
Moon druids.
All right. I'm gonna go for a bite.
All right. Which one, left or right?
Let's do the righty.
All right. Give me
The one in the middle.
Give me that bite. 21 will hit.
Not bad.
That is not bad at all. He will take 6 piercing and... see if he takes that poison. He does take that poison. And he takes 15 points of damage. Anything else for Alva?
That's it.
Alright, that will take us to Zadkiel.
Okay, Zadkiel's eyes will glow and wings will sprout from his back.
Alright. Bring us to Big Guns' first encounter of the day.
Hey man, it's the easiest way up the roof.
It is.
And he'll fly.
It's 20. You have a flying speed of 30 feet.
Yeah.
So probably couldn't get there at this point. Because 20 feet up, 20 feet over, so that means the median would be like 35 feet.
Could I dash? I just kind of want to
absolutely
cut. Yeah, I'm gonna try to cut off this guy from like trying to jump down the chimney, so I'll land right on the chimney.
Okay. Zadkiel flies up, and Whiteclaw, you would see that from afar. Anything else for Zad?
No, that'll be it.
All right, that will take us to Whiteclaw. Whiteclaw, you're 300 feet away from the point that you're at on the map. What are you doing?
He basically would be dashing.
All right.
He's coming as fast as he can.
200
He's almost
feet away.
Almost running on all four.
All right. That will take us to the goblin, seeing the spider bite the shit out of his buddy, kind of holding the sack with this, wielding this green blade of energy, is going to stab out at you with its psychic blade. Getting an 11 to hit with its first attack.
That's a miss.
Getting an 11 to hit with its second attack.
Miss.
And a 17 with its third attack.
That one does hit.
As you take 11 points of psychic damage. And the next saving throw you make, you have to subtract 2 from it. And then I would need the spider to give me a... Oh, interesting. I need the spider to give me a... Oh, he actually doesn't have it. Never mind. That is it for this guy. He's going to end his turn, taking us to the other goblins who, with these psychic fists powered up, We'll try to punch this spider. As these goblins getting a 24 to hit with one
That's
of
a
them,
hit.
the one that you bit, and a 17 to hit.
Those both hit.
As you would take, for a total of 8 plus 9, 17 points of damage.
All right, I'm not a spider anymore.
So 2 of it would go to Alva. And the other one would start punching you as well. Getting a 16 to hit.
That's a hit.
As you take 6 bludgeoning and 4 psychic damage. And then he's going to hit you again. Getting a 15 to hit.
That's a hit.
As you take 7 bludgeoning and 1 psychic damage. And then they would both take the disengage action and move away. Actually, they would stick close to this guy. Yeah, but they would move away, taking us to Mel.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, real quick, I need Alva to give me a strength saving throw. -2 on that. From whatever you roll. Getting a 12 as Alva is knocked prone on the ground. That'll take us to Mel as you get shoved psychically.
Psychic bitches.
Yep.
So that takes 15 to get up the ladder. Is that double?
So take 10 feet to get up the ladder. It would be double. So take 20 feet to get up the ladder.
Yeah, she will have to dash up the ladder,
All right.
and she gets up there, and that's it.
All right. I would say you can see them now at least.
Yeah.
And that'll take us to Alva as you got pushed on the ground. You would see this green energy arcing in the eyes of these goblins as well.
All right, I'm gonna stand up.
All right.
That takes half my movement, correct?
Yes, it does.
All right. And then,
There's those goblins.
damn. I'm gonna thorn whip the guy directly to my right.
This guy? Or this guy down here. The guy that tried to
That
stab
guy
you.
down in- yeah, the
Alright.
guy that tried to me.
Let's see that thorn whip. A 21 will hit him. As he will take 10 points of piercing damage. And is pulled closer towards you?
No, I don't really want him closer to me.
Alright. Where was it? Was he here?
Pretty grotesque. Can I whip him off of the roof?
No, it doesn't push, it just pulls.
Alright.
They do the pushing around here.
Oh. And then I'm trying to decide if I want to shift or not.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna shift into I'm gonna shift into a brown bear.
Sure, there's a bear on the roof.
Bear on the roof.
The room's just gonna collapse.
It's pretty sturdy.
That'd be fucking hilarious if it just collapses and all the patrons just bear.
There's no one in there right now. It was just Krista and
All of
And we
Phandelver
look
is just like, there's a fucking bear again? Now it's on the roof?
Oh, right.
It would be hilarious if she broke the bar that they just built in the time that
They-
we were.
They have not fixed it by any means.
Yeah.
Anything else for Alva, though?
That'll be it.
All right. That will take us to Zadkiel.
Okay, Zad's gonna kind of just let me just measure something real quick here. Yeah, Zad's just gonna like kind of hover over and land like, yeah, I can make it here.
Right in the middle of them?
Right in the middle of them, like back to back with Alvin there. So,
All right.
and he descends down, and he will attack this guy.
All right. Let's see that attack. 13 is going to be a miss as he kind of just does it like a backflip over your sword.
Okay, and then I get an extra attack.
Yes, you do. See that second attack. And 9 is also going to be a miss as this time he just kind of like pushes your sword aside after you go for the swing.
Okay. Still my bonus action.
You do.
I'm gonna try and knock him prone. My shield.
Same guy.
Same guy. That's
Give me an athletics.
Yeah.
As you try
Oh my
to
goodness.
try to whack him, and he just ducks, squats down, and misses.
Yeah. That's the end of my turn.
That'll take us to White Claw, who gets 60 more feet,
60 more feet.
as you are 180 feet away. Taking us to these guys. This guy is going to double check something. He's got stuff.
Oh man, I hate when you have stuff.
I know, right? He is going to kind of whirl his blade of green energy out as it kind of just a point of green light appears over the road and extends out from there, kind of filling the space of the roof, at least that half of the roof. And I will need both Alva and Zadkiel to give me intelligence saving throws.
As the bear, right?
Yes. No, as yourself.
Oh, as Alva.
But you did,
Crazy
you did
eights.
still roll an 8.
4
It is
8s
4
in a
8s.
row.
What is that actual roll? I rolled a. So you rolled a 12. What is Alva's intelligence?
Let me see. 14.
Okay. So that you did roll a 12. The bear just gets -8 or -4. So that would turn it into a 14, which is a save. Zadkiel, you are incapacitated.
Damn
And you take 14 points of psychic damage. Alva, you take 7 points of psychic damage.
As the bear?
As the bear. The bear takes 7 psychic damage.
Okay.
And in Goblin, do either of you two understand Goblin?
I might actually.
I do not.
Okay.
No, I didn't cheese about it. That's fine. No.
He kind of mumbles something to the other guys. Never, no, never that. The other two will then launch onto Zadkiel with their unarmed strikes. Now at advantage. One of them is flanking. We'll do the flanking guy first. Getting an 11 and a 25.
25 hits.
As you take 5 bludgeoning and 1 psychic damage. And now for the non-flanking guy. And for those of you curious, flanking is just a +2 bonus in my games. Getting a 23 and a 23 to hit.
Both hit.
As Zadkiel, you take 12 bludgeoning and 5 psychic damage.
Unconscious.
As Zadkiel goes down. They then try to shove the bear. I need the bear to give me a 2 strength saving throws. Alright, that first one will do it. As the bear is knocked prone.
Okay.
Taking us to Mel.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing Zadkiel with wings just immediately just plummet onto the top of the roof. The bear up there gets knocked on its side by this green psychic energy.
On her wand of magic missile, how many charges does it currently have? I don't think we rolled for this one.
Used all but one. You haven't actually technically gotten a long rest yet.
Oh, but you gave us a long rest.
Right. I would say the item hasn't recharged yet, though.
Okay, thanks. Mhm. So Mel is going to use Prayer of Healing?
That is a 10-minute casting time.
Oh, it is? Really?
Mm-hmm.
I misread that.
It is a great spell, though.
It really is. Oh, I'm looking at silence.
That's a good one, too.
Mm-hmm. I got it. Yeah, she's going to use Dissonant Whispers against the goblin that exuded that green light.
All right.
So,
Wisdom save.
yeah, I believe so.
You got a 12.
He failed.
That is a fail. Go and roll me some Dissonant Whispers damage. Half his speed? As far as speed allows. As it takes 11 points of damage and runs to the edge over here. Alva, you can make an attack of opportunity at disadvantage with the bear.
Okay.
As he runs across the roof to the other side, just screaming the whole time.
So I can attack as the bear.
Yep, at disadvantage.
Can I do multi-attack?
No, it's you just get one single attack. Because it's an attack of opportunity. 14 is gonna miss. As he hops over your mouth as it just tries to snap at him.
Mhm.
Anything else for Mel?
No, that's it for her.
Alright, that will take us to Alva.
All right. Big Bear's going to get up.
Alright.
She's pissed. And I'm gonna do multi-attack against I'm trying to think of which one of these idiots I want to go after.
These are the
I
two
can only-
these are the two that have fists, and this guy has the sword.
I can only shift twice between rests, right? That's correct?
Correct.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna do the guy to the left of Zakiel, kind of like right
Alright.
behind me.
Yeah.
And I can do multi-attack now, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, with your action. Give me a bite and a claw attack.
Bite.
That's definitely gonna hit, and that's definitely gonna hit. Probably some damage on those.
Nice.
Nat 20 with the bite for 16 points of damage, and then 7 with the claw as you just bite and tear into this goblin. You just, boss, you get me. He's looking messed up for sure. Not as messed up as Zakiel, but messed up. Anything else for Alva?
No, not this round.
That'll take us to Zakiel. You'll whisper me a death save.
That sure will.
All right. That'll take us to White Claw.
He's gonna dash to 120 feet.
All right, as you are 120 feet away from that point.
Would he be able to see this guy on the corner of the building from 120 feet?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right, so he's gonna use Quicken Spell to Sorcery Point to cast a Chill Touch towards that guy.
I mean, I will say you don't know the situation going on.
But I mean, he sees a goblin.
You would see a small 120 feet away. Sure. He's gonna have cover on you though, pretty good.
Okay, that's fine.
He's gonna have +5 to his AC. As he didn't need it. As a claw kind of slams into the side of the wall of the building there.
Right, that'll be it.
Alright, that'll take us to the guys. The goblin guys are gonna... Actually, this guy is going to go around the bear and look towards Mel. As you've got his attention now. As much like Cal. Actually... it's too complicated for now. Yeah, he'll do it anyways. Mel, I need a strength saving throw. Or a strength check. I think you're good. I know it's contested, so he's got to roll too. So what is his check? Intelligence. So it's a tie. I think make an ability check with respect by that creature's strength check. As I think, even though it's a tie, I think because I think they set the DC and you meet it, so you beat it. As you would feel this green energy fill the area around you, trying to lift you up off of the ground. He's casting telekinesis. Then he'll kind of like duck down and get some cover there. Taking us to these two goblins here. This guy rushes over, and they both are going to punch a bear.
Not a good idea, guys.
Yeah, why not?
Bear punching is never.
23.
Say, trust me.
23, 17, 20, and a 21.
They all hit.
As Alva, you take 9, 8, 7, and 11. So 9, 8, 7. You take 35 points of damage.
All right, I'm no longer the bear.
And 8 points of damage goes to your alva form.
Okay.
That'll take us to Mel.
Okay, she's gonna use Toll of the Dead against her magic dueling goblin.
Yeah, I gotcha. Make a big wisdom save. You got a 14.
That's it. He saves it.
As it's just kind of like both of you in this psychic battle, just kind of thinking towards each other.
And then she's going to use as a bonus action Healing Word on Zadkiel.
All right.
Dope.
And Zadkiel, you get 3 points of healing.
Nice.
And holding your ground there, Mel?
Yeah.
All right, taking us to Alva.
Okay. I am going to going to use my Sword Whip against the guy right in front of me.
All right. That's gonna hit. For sure. For 9 points of piercing damage, you lash across his chest. Both these guys are looking pretty rough.
All right. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to do Healing Word on Zadkiel.
All right. Give him a little more oomph. What word does she say to Zadkiel?
Just kumquat.
Yeah, there you go. I was waiting for it.
I'm pushing on it. Nothing's happening.
It's asking you what level to cast
What
it at,
level?
probably.
Oh, damn it.
And then it's going to ask you it a bunch of times, probably.
Yeah. It only took me a year and a half to do that, so.
As
Be a little
Zadkiel,
bit
you
more.
get 7 points of healing as you hear the familiar word of kumquat.
Oh, the sweet sound.
Anything else for Alva?
I have a question.
I have an answer.
What's the difference, or how can I disengage without provoking an attack of opportunity?
It takes your action to disengage, unless you're unless you have an ability that lets you do that.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's it for me.
All right. And we'll take the Zadkiel as you are on the ground, hearing 2 words of healing. You're up. What are you doing?
All right. Zadkiel stands up and takes a swing at this dude.
All right.
Yes.
Will absolutely hit.
Okay. With the talent.
Oh, that was on Whisper.
Yeah, you're still on
Oh.
He is still on Whisper. But you deal 6 points of slashing damage to him.
Okay, let me get off Whisper so I can. Okay.
He is still up.
And I'm actually. Can I add a smite to that one?
You absolutely can.
All right.
I would say for smites, try and just say that you're going to smite after you roll to hit, not when you roll damage.
Oh, okay.
Just
I gotcha.
To state it like
Yeah.
It's like when you hit, you can add this to your damage roll.
Yeah. Divine smite.
It's 2d8.
Yeah, I'll just roll 2d8.
as you stab into him. That green energy on his fist dies out, and his body goes limp on your sword.
Okay. And then Zad's gonna take a step forward next to Alba here. And he will attack the next guy. The second attack.
All right. Uh, 20 will hit.
Okay. I will not be using a smite.
All right. For
Nice.
8 points of damage, as just running through one, going for a second slash towards this one, kind of cuts their arm off and into their chest as that green energy on their arm dies down and the arm rolls off the building as they also fall down and start rolling a few feet.
Cool.
Anything else for Zad?
No, that's gonna end his turn.
Taking us to White Claw, 120 feet away.
Another dash. That's all I can do.
All right. And I would say at this point he does have cover from you on the
Yeah. Wasn't going to.
on the side of the chimney. That's what it's called. It's called a chimney, folks.
A chimney.
A chimney. That will take us to his turn. Looks towards all of you, towards Alva, towards Zadkiel, and over towards Mel. Throws his bag on the ground at you as coins kind of clatter across the roof. Says something in Goblin and starts running the fuck away. As he gets 30 feet away further than that. He is
bastard.
running.
Mel.
He is off the map.
Yes, you.
Does Mel pursue? As he's
Mel-
essentially 65 feet away from you.
Oh, okay.
You can still see him.
Mm. So if Mel moved to the corner here,
Mm-hmm.
would she be within this? Reduce it by 10 to 55?
It's hard to tell.
The distance?
I would say then it would be like 60.
60's good enough.
What you doing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's gonna cast Moonbeam.
All right. As
In front of
moonlight
him?
shines down in front of him. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else for Mel?
That's it.
All right. Taking us to Alva. Is Alva giving chase? He's a good plus 60, 120 feet away from you at this point, Alva.
No, I'm not gonna pursue him.
All right. Zadkiel. Are you pursuing? As you're muted, maybe?
Yes,
you are
muted.
muted. Yep.
Sorry about that. I was crunching on Doritos Dynamita sticks. Zad is not going to pursue. That's pretty far out of
All right.
false capabilities.
Now take us to White Claw.
Did he see him?
What's your passive
Run away?
perception?
14.
Barely. I would say barely.
He
You
would
saw
definitely.
some motion off the roof and head northward.
And he definitely would add northward
Let's
for
say, I'll
the
say
remaining.
you get there, and you are on the map finally.
Yeah, and yeah, that'll be it for this turn.
All right, that will take us to Goblin's turn. As Mel, if you'll roll me some moonbeam damage.
That is 2d10.
I don't know.
I just read it. I forgot.
You got a button for it somewhere. He's got so many spells there. It's near the bottom of your attacks. $13.
There you go.
Gotta make a con save. As he will take 13 points of damage. As he kind of like, you see it singe him for a moment as he continues running. And you would see him disappear behind some buildings. As you definitely lose sight of him. Goblins are sneaky. And we'll say, well, we're going to end combat there. With 2 dead goblins, a sack of spilled out coins on the roof. White Claw just arriving on the scene. Mel looking out to the north. This goblin has disappeared. You would hear a voice call out from down below in front of the sleeping giant. What the fuck was that? You catch those little buggers? And you would see Grista out front. Is White Claw keep running?
Increasing the volume of her voice, yells, "We got 2 of them!"
No, White Glow probably not really see anything now down there, so he's just gonna go in front. Just really out of breath. Even though he doesn't really like need to breathe, you can clearly see that he's wind down.
Yeah. Grista would look to White Claw. Who the fuck are you? Look at big white cat.
I'm with them up on the roof. I was just crossed down and I heard that shriek noise. It's a pretty big town. I'll tell you that much. Doesn't seem like it.
Smallest town I've ever been in.
You go and run 300 feet as fast as you can, and then we'll talk.
Why would I do that?
Okay. Yeah. Exactly. There's no reason for it. I'm not even sure why I did it myself.
Where's Zadkiel and Alva doing? On the roof.
Zad would look at Alva and he would say, "Ah, man, I'm sick of close call." And then he would say, "We should go investigate these little shits."
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up that bag of treasure though.
Yeah. There might be clues in there as well.
There is not much in it. There is 14 silver and 17 copper in it.
Anything else, like any trinkets or anything?
Negative.
Okay.
All right, I'll go and look at the other little goblins and see if I find anything on their bodies.
Yeah, Zad's gonna help.
Looking over their bodies, they got some studded leather armor, so a little better than what you've seen with the Cragmaw goblins. Their skulls are slightly elongated. You've seen these dead before. You saw one of them in the mines. And you saw a couple of them under Tresendar Manor. When you first encountered that. So long
I think we should roll one of these guys off the roof so that we could show him to the town headmaster. Maybe he knows something about them.
Mel would say, "Roll both out." Show them to. We've done something today. The town master can show it to the village. Put their heads on a spike.
Usually I'm not for displays of violence like that, but it might put the villagers at ease, actually.
I was thinking to calm the natives.
Yeah.
The village
Cool.
people.
So, I'm sorry, guys, that I couldn't be here before, but 300 feet is pretty far.
Yeah. I don't blame you, man. That takes a while.
How's that church going?
I think I may have seen one running off. Am I wrong?
No, one definitely got away. There was just no catching up to that kid thing. At least not for me. I got pretty banged up thanks to Mel on standing though.
Yeah, when I was about 120, I saw one in the corner of the building, but didn't really manage to. I'm not used to shoot a spell at that distance, so it didn't really work.
It's a tough shot for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
When we can barely see what you're shooting at, yeah.
And they're only 3 feet tall?
That too. Did they say anything?
Something about gibberish, type stuff.
No, it sounded more like a gabba-dooba-dabba-doo.
Yeah.
They spoke Goblin. Okay, figured it out. I wish I could have been here.
Yeah.
Do you know Goblin?
Yes. When we did see some goblin on our travels back from the where I clawed out of the ground, I think we saw some. Yeah, I somehow understood them. So I guess I know goblin. I'm not too sure where I picked it up.
Okay. It's definitely going to come in handy later because I'm sure that's not the last we've seen. Old green sword. What's with these? I've never seen goblins with powers like this. Usually they're just sword and board kind of creatures.
Yeah,
Maybe
they're usually
occasional.
pretty weak, actually. These have some sort of special power.
I don't think goblins harass towns very often.
From inside
I mean-
the sleeping giant. Well, they fucking broke my bar. Well, it seems like they were back to finish the job.
We know about your bar. We're working on it.
It's broke.
Yeah, the one note.
Fix it yourself.
I wasn't asking you to fix it, fucking cat.
I'm just asking you to stop telling us. I'm tired of hearing about it.
Oh gosh.
Go ask Wheel of Fortune for a vowel. Get out of my face.
What?
Okay, let's stop the bickering, shall we? So,
Perhaps that dwarf that we met, that we gave the axe to, maybe she might know something about.
the dwarf.
Yeah, she was a dwarf, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think I did see a dwarf go in the hand, but
Oh,
With the
yeah,
corner
we
of
met
my
her.
eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Frank, you may have not been there. You were not there.
I only saw from the corner of my eye. So for you guys, I probably really I didn't really see how she looked.
She's over at the Stonehill Inn. Maybe we should drag these corpses over there.
Yeah.
You really want to drag these corpses all over town?
Yeah. The townfolk might get some actual, I don't know, a little bit of calm from it to see that the problem is being dealt with.
Don't you wanna?
I want everyone to give me an insight check.
Insight.
That's pretty good. Great. Carrying dead corpses around town is probably not a great idea unless you just want to scare everyone.
Oh, that's true.
This is exactly what Michael was thinking, but yeah.
But if that's your intended goal, go for it.
No, I mean, I guess not. I guess you're right. I guess dead
But-
bodies are.
Oika would definitely try to examine the.
Yeah. Do we have any like potato sacks or anything anywhere we can get? Maybe what's her name? Grisha? Hey Grisha!
What?
Do you have any
Yeah, Jack.
It's
Burlap
got
sacks?
potatoes in it.
Can you take the potatoes out?
Don't
No,
take the potato.
it's
don't
holding
take
the
the
potatoes.
White Claw would examine the bodies, see if he didn't know anything about those goblins or somehow.
Double check. You wouldn't. Other than their elongated heads and faint bits of like green markings on their arms, you wouldn't notice anything unusual about them. But the elongated heads is
It's
definitely
definitely.
unusual.
Yeah. So these are weird goblins.
Yeah. With glowy green
so-
hands and swords.
It's not safe to get them into town, further into town. What I would say is we get them in a bit outside.
As you guys are
Yeah,
as you say that, White Claw, you would hear some grunting from around the corner, down the way, in between the Sleeping Giant and the Stone Hill Inn to the south. You would see what looks to be a goat, and 3 goblins are just trying to push it as hard as they can. One of them's kind of pulling at its legs, like it's all speaking in Goblin. You would hear like, "Come on, just move your leg. Come on, you're coming with us." And the other's like, "No, you gotta push them the other way." As like 2 of the goblins are pushing in the different directions. As
White Claw.
3 goblins appear to be trying to steal a goat.
How far are they?
Like 100 or so feet away.
Well, it's gonna turn to the group. Well, seems like we got ourselves some burglars, some thieves trying to steal a goat.
Are they?
They're goblins.
Do they got the weird heads? Can you tell?
I can't really tell from here. I just heard them.
Okay.
They're trying to push this goat.
Oh gosh, goblins.
Okay,
Alright.
we could try to stop them, or we could try to follow them. They're gonna be loud.
That's not a bad idea.
You can follow them.
Yeah. I
It
think we
looks
should
like they're
follow.
making no progress on this goat.
But I think we're probably maybe we could get closer, at least see if they're the elongated skulls without them really seeing us.
Alright. Let's approach a little closer, I suppose. Climb down. Before all that, Zad's just gonna do like a little lay on hands on himself and give him
All right.
15 points back.
How are you approaching the goblins?
I'd say using. I mean, they're around there. You said
No, they're around over here.
around over here.
Yeah.
I'd say we'd go around, back around there and in the alleyway there, so we can get a sight. But we got some cover from them.
We should potentially try to entrap them.
Or we could chop them if you want to.
I would love to put them to sleep, but I suspect they're immune.
Yeah, that was quite funny though in the mines. I'll be honest.
It's up to you guys. What are you doing? Are you just running up and watching him, or what?
Or I could go up and ask if they need help in Goblin.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
I
let's try
mean-
that first.
I mean,
Yeah.
if I speak Goblin, they might be willing to trust me. I don't know. Who knows?
We'll keep a safe distance, but not too far. We'll say, stay 30 feet behind you. We'll kind of try to blend into the buildings.
Yeah.
All right.
It
So you guys stealthily
reminds me
approaching.
of that Breaking a Bad scene when Jess walked to the house and kind of got a hold of the tweakers to dig out the front yard.
Yeah.
Yep. So you guys
Yeah,
are planning on sneaking up while
I think they are. I
while
think Fang
White
just
Claw
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna
just
take it.
approaches them.
not
Yeah, we're gonna
challenge me.
Okay.
Like
So everyone, give me a stealth check except for White Claw.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. Oh, even when I
Wow.
remember, it's not that bad.
All right.
Sorry, I'm getting there.
You good? Okay. White Claw, what do you say as you start to approach and everyone's kind of hiding on the other side of the street in the shadows?
You're literally saying Goblin. Did you guys just spot this goat? Do you need help moving it? It doesn't seem to be listening to you.
Give me a persuasion check. DC is gonna be really high.
this is what miracles
one
are
of
made
them
of,
kind of
baby.
scratches his head. Speaks in Goblin towards you. Oh, yeah, yeah, it's our goat. You were just taking it that way. You just can't seem to get it to move.
Would they be Goblin with the elongated head or just normal goblins?
These look like normal goblins.
Well,
Do you guys want this? What? Right, cat? Do you want this talking cat to help us? Yeah, right. Yeah, can you pick it up?
sure, I'll try, but
Okay.
probably not.
And they all kind of step aside as the goat's just sitting there eating grass.
I'm assuming that everyone else has this eyesight of White Claw.
Absolutely.
He would make like very subtle movement with his hand, as if trying to tell them to go around, at least one of them to go around, the rest to just come closer. As if, like, he's doing it as if he's just did not really attract attention, as if he's stretching, so that they don't really want to really notice.
What are you trying to convey with your
He's-
hand motions?
To one of them to go around.
How are you conveying that with
behind-
your hands? Tell me about that.
He would stretch his hand, one hand going forward, the other one just. Yeah, let me put the camera up. Maybe it's easier to. So one hand would literally just go forward like this. The other one would just go up and tell them, like, with his palm, just come closer.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Definitely not.
Is it? You guys see White Claw making these weird motions with his hand, unsure what he's trying to convey. Just kind of waving around a little bit and stretching. Well, like, I'm just go. You got to stretch before you pick it up, or is everything okay?
Yeah, I had to stretch it a little bit. It's been a long day.
Every sight running
Yeah.
down the road for whatever reason. You're gonna pick it up now?
Yeah, it would go. Fang would go and pick it up.
Give me an athletics check.
Probably not. Let's see, athletics.
Love
Definitely
it.
will pick it up.
The goat is not moving at all. It is just there. You're just as useless as
You,
a cat. You're just bigger.
Hey, I'm not. I know. I'm no more my way around books than I know my way around goats.
We'll come back for this goat. We don't need it now, anyways.
You sure?
Yeah.
I mean,
And they just start
what do you-
walking away. Come on, guys. We'll go get a different goat.
No, you're not gonna get a different goat. Come on.
What do you mean?
You said this was yours.
We've
Is
got
it
a lot of
really
goats.
yours?
Maybe we'll get a dog. I don't know. And they all kind of look to each other. I guess a dog.
Just behind
Maybe we'll
them.
get a
just behind
cat. And they just
Behind them.
start walking away.
In front. Okay, then in front of them. Fang's gonna cast a minor illusion of a dog just started barking at them, like as if, like just not barking, but the dog just is looking at them, snarling.
Okay.
Yeah, his mouth open.
Give me a. But I mean, they would immediately run towards the dog and try to pick it up. As they kind of stumble through it. What is your? I got a 13.
14.
As they keep kind of like they mess about with it for a minute. And it's like, this dog won't stay still. Well, they're stupid. And one of them tries to kick the dog, and it just like kind of goes through it, but they don't really notice. I hate dogs.
Okay. Oh, you sure you want to leave? Because he's gonna chase after you.
What do you mean?
It's a guard dog.
Oh, we don't need no guard dog. We're hungry.
Oh, you're just hungry?
Yeah. I don't know. Are you guys hungry? I thought we were just getting a goat to have a goat.
So they
I
don't
thought
have
we-
any.
What?
Do they have any weapons on them, or?
Yeah, they would all have rusty blades on them.
So, okay. So you guys are obviously not from town. I can correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong. Where do you live in town?
It was down the road.
Can I do an insight check on that?
Absolutely. 11's good enough. Yeah, they're not from town.
No. Okay. Look. He's gonna say, then what Glow's gonna say in common.
Are you a bugbear?
Yes, I'm a bugbear, and
You're much
I've got a lot
scrawnier
of-
than anticipated.
I've got a lot of friends that are
I thought bugbears could pick up
more
goats.
likely going to help me out.
What do you
Hoping-
help you out with? What?
Hoping that the group would hear that and they would come closer.
Is the group? I'd say you guys could probably hear him if he starts talking.
Oh, you know,
loudly.
he's shouting. Yeah, he's definitely shouting that last part.
As you guys hear, do you guys go closer?
Dad would try to cut him off.
Mel creates a minor illusion of another goat.
Okay. They seem at the moment a bit over the getting an animal idea because they have failed 2 attempts so far. Like, where are these ghosts pop? Goat and a dog. This is all so confusing. It's so weird up here.
Yeah. If it's so weird down here, why would you leave town and not come back?
It's different. I mean, we're experiencing new things, so it's fine.
No, I don't think.
We're just gonna go find something else to do. This is weird.
Is there
No.
is there one that clearly seems to be the leader?
Of these 3, nah. I would say each time that each time one of these goblins talks, it's a different goblin.
Okay.
Mhm.
And he's just and Fang not really being in the best of mood right now, just being a bit cranky. He would literally on one of them cast Phantasmal Force to scare him of
What's the phantasmal force of?
a big snake just going and trying to swallow him.
Doesn't seem to notice it. It's like, why are you moving all fancy? You're weird. We're gonna go now. Bye.
Okay.
As they just start kind of wandering away through
Which
some trees.
direction are they headed?
Looks like southeast.
So, Mel uses an action to transform herself to one of those elongated goblins.
Okay.
It's the same size, so she doesn't have like armor issues or anything. And she walks towards those goblins.
Kind
And
of.
then
They wave at
Sylvian
you.
says, "Hi," and then Sylvian, which he knows, says hello. Or,
Hey. And White Claw, you would hear them say, "What'd you just say?" Green Goblin. You do not speak Sylvan.
mhm.
And then White Claw, you would hear, "We're gonna go look for something else to do. This is weird goats and dogs and a cat bugbear guy. I don't know." But Mel, all you would hear is hey no, over there,
Wicklow would shout, not really trying to intimidate them, but just as a warning. Make sure I don't see you in town again.
Make sure we don't see you in town again, big guy.
Oh, well.
They just walk off, and they kind of like seeing Mel for a moment shrug, and like they try to talk to you for a moment, but then they're like realizing that you don't understand what they're saying. I don't know what to do with that. We'll continue walking our way.
Mhm.
As they kind of disappear behind some buildings.
I look at White Claw. So, what did they say when they saw me?
I don't know what language you spoke, but all they said is they don't understand shit you said to them. That's all they
Hey.
said.
Zad would just say, I don't think that they're much of a threat.
No, that's why I tried
Yeah.
to scare them away, not really
Yeah.
Mhm.
attack them.
And they didn't look like they recognized that kind of goblin as something in their daily life.
It seemed like they recognized that kind of goblin, but
Okay.
they didn't understand what you were saying.
Whatever.
So they're like, I don't know what to do with that. Okay.
Gotcha. but that's good info to know they're
They
recognized.
definitely recognized.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
I will say, as you guys start witnessing accounts of goblin vandals that are just exploring the town in weird ways, or some of them a little more aggressive than others, that will be a good spot to end tonight. Is
Mhm.
definitely more to this than meets the eye, but we'll pick up there next week. And yeah, we'll pick up there next week with more of this of Phandelver and below. So tune in next time, guys. We'll see you next Friday.
Bye,
Healthy
Twitch.
Bye.